No doubt, yo. Special girl, real good girl. Biggest thing in my itty bitty world.
Hey, what's up, you guys? It's your girl Stefano, and I know I look different because my hair is out. And shout out to Amara, aka Frugal Finds, because she did my makeup today. We were working on something today, but it didn't work out. But we gonna have some videos for y'all real soon. Hey guys. Hey to my new subscribers. Wow. Have 700 subscribers. Bitch, where? What? Thank you guys so much for being interested in my channel. And I almost say this in every video, but that's just to tell you guys how like humbled and how happy I am that I am, you know, providing content that y'all like. Because it's not that it's easy to do, like to have content, but people could just make videos about anything, you know what I mean? But it's when people enjoy what you make. That is the beautiful part about being a content creator. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. So today, I am going to be doing a story time. So let me tell y'all what this story time is about. So today's video is going to be about when I chose to be the side chick. I know, you guys are like, what? You chose to be a side chick? But just stay tuned and let me tell y'all how this went down. This happened a very long time ago. I was in high school, and anyways, I was in high school, and I had a group of friends, and in this group of friends, I want to say like we all have boyfriends at different times, sometimes at the same time. Like, you know, you're in high school, you're experimenting who you want to date and who you want to be with and all this shenanigans. So I had a particular friend who I known since freaking elementary. And she was dating this guy, and they had been dating for a while or whatever, I don't know. So I can't remember how this really started, but I had my own best friend, which was outside of this group of friends, right? She was my best friend. She became my best friend that year because I don't remember what year this was, but she became my best friend that year because we just used to hang out after school all the time, walk to the mall, talk about life and everything, and we were like this, okay? I just don't know any other way to explain it. So what had happened was I was on the phone with my friend, or my friend. Yeah, I was on the phone with my friend, and I don't know if they were fighting or something, but he wasn't picking up her call, so she told me to call his number. That's what happened. She told me to call his number, and he didn't pick up for her, but he picked up for me. So when I called his number, no, he actually did not pick up. So when I called his number, it didn't go through or whatever. So she was on the line, so she knew. She was like, oh, okay, well, thank you so much for like calling him or whatever. Let me know if he calls you back, blah, 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 type of thing. So cool, we got off the phone, and then I got a call back from that number, and it was him. So I'm gonna call him Ray Ray, and I'm gonna call my friend Nene, okay? Ray Ray and Nene. Ray Ray and Nene were dating, and so Ray Ray calls my phone, and I'm like, oh, like, you know, I was calling because Nene told me to call you or whatever, so you need to call her back because she, you know, was freaking out and she didn't hear from you. He was like, oh, I already called her, I already talked to her. So at this point, I'm like, why are you calling me then if you already talked to her? So I'm just like, okay, so then cool or whatever. And then he started a conversation I don't remember what the conversation was like, to be honest with you. I feel like it was very short, and then we got off the phone. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, she already talked to him, so she already knows that he called her back, you know? Ray called her back. So I was like, okay, cool, everything's settled. So then the next day after that, that's when he sent me the letter. And the letter, you know, expressed some type of interest or something like that. I can't really remember word for word. And I responded to it. I don't know what was wrong with me, but it was just like he had this really good persuasive energy about him that he didn't really have to try. Mind you, I was not attracted to him. He was not my type. I didn't even like him the first time I saw him or whatever. And then when my friend Nene was dating him, I thought she was too pretty to be dating him. So I really don't know what got into me. Like, I really don't know. I have no explanation as to why. So then I responded to his message and I said, oh, like, you're so sweet, da 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 da, all this stuff. Like, yeah, you're cool, blah, 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 all this stuff. So I remember this went on for a while. He would call me every night. Like, what's up? Like, how you doing? And we would get to know each other. It was crazy. Like, we was talking. And the only person who knew about this was my best friend at the time. And my best friend, she used to ask me all the time, are you sure this is what you want to do? Are you sure this is what you want to do? That's your friend's boyfriend. Like, you still cool with her. And I was like, I know, but like, I really like him. Like, what do I do about how I feel about him? Like, and he's the one who like started this. So she was just like, are you sure this is what you want to do? And I was just like, yeah, I'm sure this is what I want to do. Y'all was so confident in myself, like, yeah, I want to be with him, or I'm cool, whatever, whenever he's ready. Like, I still want to talk to him and this and that. Knowing he has a full-blown girlfriend and she's my friend. It was a mess. So this went on for like a couple of months. We sent letters back and forth. He called me every night. And he would call me every night and talk mess about her. And I would just be like, quiet. Because I'm like, a part of me was like, this is weird. And then the other part of me who really liked him and who the person he was like, this is so right. It was, y'all, it was a mess. So that went on for a while. And then prom came. Turned up, you know what I'm saying? And we actually stopped talking for a while. So what had happened was, you know, this went on for a while. And I was still cool with my friend, you guys, but I was feeling really bad. But at the same time, it was like I really liked him. It was a very odd situation and an odd feeling. And I was okay being second place. Like, it was crazy. I was okay for her to be his girlfriend in public and he could call me at night or whatever and send me letters. It was crazy. So one day he got caught. He kept the letters that I wrote him, and she was either cleaning up his drawer and stuff, because they spent a lot of time with each other. And she was cleaning up his drawer or something, and she saw the letter. She knew my handwriting. She was my friend since middle school. She knew my handwriting, and I think my name was on it. Or she asked him, like, who is this letter from? And he said it was from me. She did not say anything to me. Like, she didn't say anything to me. I didn't find out until later. So she had been acting funny for a while. Like, we wasn't really talking. She didn't really hang out around me. And then I noticed the group dynamic too. Like, they was acting kind of funny, a little distant from me. So I had another close friend outside of my best friend. Another close friend who had majority of my classes. She was the only one who talked to me, but she didn't know what was going on at all. So I just used to hang out with her a lot, and then I just kind of stopped hanging out with them because I didn't understand what they were so mad about. It didn't click to me that she already knew. So prom came along, and prom was lit. It was great. I won best dress. My date won best dress. Like, it was great. And by this time, I had kind of stopped talking to him. And we come back to school. I noticed she's still not talking to me, and I'm just like, okay. Like, a lot of people congratulated me for winning like prom best dress at prom and stuff. And like I said, the whole group of my friends, most of us had the same classes. So when they were acting funny, I felt it a 360. Like, I didn't just feel it at lunchtime. I felt it in first period. I felt it in second period. I felt it in third period, fourth period, fifth period, sixth period, and seventh period. Like, I felt it all day. So, so then she never told me. I asked my friend, one of my friends that was a part of the group, I said, "It's really funny to me. Do you know what's going on and stuff?" And like, I had been hearing that she was like, "Oh, you shouldn't have, like, I shouldn't have won best dress, that our other friend should have won best dress because like I wasn't all that and this and that." By the way, not to toot my horn, I was all that. Like, I felt like we came in there like some Kim K and Kanye-ish and literally slayed for some niggas that, it was 2010, y'all. Like, for us to slay like Kim and Kanye in 2010, that was a big kudos, straight up. So one of my friends was like, well, something about like, I almost said his name, something about Ray Ray. You know, she found out about Ray Ray and you. And I was like, fudge. Like, I just remember being like, damn, like, I effed up. Like, I knew I effed up the entire time. I knew I was a side chick. I knew that was my friend and I needed to be loyal to her, but I don't know, the naive person in me at that time was I just didn't care. So when I found out, I said, damn, I really messed up. And it was weird because like, I remember certain people would look at me funny at school, like that she would hang out with, that Nene would hang out with. They'll just look at me funny and I'll just be like, bitch, what the fuck you looking at? Like, I don't even know you an underclassman. Like, what's up? And I didn't know it's because she told them and they probably felt a certain type of way about me. So, I think I pulled her to the side one day and I talked to her and I told her what happened. I was like, I'm really, really sorry. Like, I was being so naive and I knew it was wrong and I knew that you were my friend. But like, he was feeding me all these things into my ears and they sounded so well that I just like completely disregarded our friendship and just my morals, you know? And she was like, it's okay or whatever, like, you know, like, he does stuff like that and I can understand like how you could fall for that or whatever, because that's the type of person Ray Ray is. You know, you're not the only girl. Like, there's many girls at our school that he has tried this with. And when I asked him, well, why are you sending her letters or why is she even doing this? He was like, oh, I just wanted to see if she was a good friend to you. And now I could tell you that she's not a good friend to you. And she was like, I knew that was bullshit. But where I was upset was that you had never talked to me about this. And I said, wow, I have a really mature friend. This is somebody who was a senior in high school. I mean, like, I still feel like we dumb as hell as seniors in high school. We still don't know what we're doing. And for her to have said those words to me, I said, damn, like, you're, like, in my mind, I was like, Nene, you're really mature. So, moving forward, I felt so sad probably like the last days of school because she started hanging with me like more and stuff and like the whole group and stuff. But I just kept, you know, when you still have guilt in you, you feel like you don't even want to laugh too much. You don't want to play too much because it's like, nigga, you still on timeout. Like, you still effed up. You know what I mean? So I would just like keep my laughing, my jokes and all that to a minimum. I felt like I didn't have the right to talk. I didn't have the right to just do extra stuff that I would normally do as a friend or like as who I am. So I never talked to Ray Ray about it, never talked to him again. I think at that point he was just going through a traumatic issue. Like, he dropped out of school, supposedly he went to jail or he ran away from home. Some crazy stuff was going on. It was a mess, but I was happy to know that my friend she forgave me. Moving forward, it's now freshman year in college. We all separated, going to different schools. And this nigga calls me because I had the same number. He calls me. Y'all, this is temptation again. temptation coming again. I'm minding my business. I haven't seen him in months. He called me. He's like, what's up, Steph? Like, how are you doing? And then I just remember thinking back at like what she told me he said and how he is. And I hung up that call. I didn't even respond to him. I hung up that call. I didn't even ask like, what you calling me for? Because that's a whole start of a conversation. You know what I mean? I hung up the phone and I called her immediately. And I said, Nene, Ray just called me. And I'm just letting you know. And she was like, oh, for real? He called you saying what? Talking about, I told her, I was like, he called me talking about, what's up, like how you been, this and that. She was like, oh really? Okay, thank you so much for telling me. Because they were still together. I wasn't too sure if they were still together, but I told her because I was just like, that nigga called me again, you know, in case you try to lie. And so she was like, thank you or whatever. We got off the phone. He never called me again a day in his life. I've never seen him ever since then. As far as my friend Nene, we was cool after we graduated and stuff, into college and stuff, but as of like recent, I have not talked to her, heard from her or anything. Like, I don't think she has any social medias or anything. So, and then she changes numbers a lot, so I really can't keep up with her, but I'm sure she's doing good and stuff. And if you ever happen to watch this video, I just want you to know that you were really a good friend, because I feel like if it were another girl, she wouldn't have cared about how her boyfriend was. She would have wanted to whoop my ass, you know? So, yeah, that is the story on how I was okay with being a mother effing side chick. Wow, I know. Hopefully this story was juicy enough. I know it wasn't too juicy, but it was a little juicy. And don't F with your man's niggas, because that's not cute. Like, I don't know where I built that character from my senior year in high school. That was a complete mess. But yeah, I hope you guys like the story time. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and thank you guys so much for supporting my channel as usual. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Bye.